So you want to buy a truck. I'm going to tell you the pros and cons to owning your own truck. Stay tuned. All my transporters, what's up, what's up? Boy D out here, the All-Star Transporter. 4:45 in the morning, we rolling, heading down to the piers, gonna go drop this empty container and then go pick up a loaded. I had this idea that I'll talk to y'all today about the pros and cons of buying your own truck. I feel like not too many people really dig deep into this topic and really give that insight to make people really understand what goes on when you get these trucks. So y'all hang in with me and get to my next destination and I'll chop it up with y'all. Oh boy, today look like it's gonna be a long day. Ports are just opening and this is the line already. Trucks everywhere. Can't move. Here we go. While I'm sitting here waiting in this long ass line, I guess I'll chop it up with y'all real quick. So, pros to owning your own truck. First and foremost, that money. You make a lot more money owning your own equipment as opposed to leasing or renting your equipment from somebody or even working as a company driver. The potential is endless when you have your own truck. Whether it be your own authority or leased onto someone, it's definitely the best way to make the most money in trucking is by having your own truck. Another pro is when you own your own truck, you make your own schedule. No one's going to tell you how you run your truck. No one's going to tell you what loads to take. No one is going to tell you how to beat the truck up. Like, you choose how you want to run and when you want to run. So definitely that's a pro. Next, a pro of owning your own truck is you're able to customize your truck how you like to your fit. Like you see here, I got the big shifter, got some chrome going on there, got a little system going on inside. Like, you get to put your little touches. And for me, I like to customize my stuff. These are just little tweaks that I put on. Still got a lot more stuff I want to do, but definitely making your truck your own, making it a little bit comfortable for your liking. That's a pro. You working for these companies, they don't really care how comfortable you are. As long as the truck can haul that load, they're fine with it, whether the AC is not working or not. As long as that load gets hauled, these companies don't care. They're not gonna think about your comfort. So definitely a big pro to owning your own truck is that comfortability and being able to put your touches on the truck. As you know, with pros come cons. And owning your own truck has a lot of cons. First and foremost, maintenance. Something breaks, it's on you. You gotta cover the cost of everything that happens to this truck. Especially now with diesel prices being so high, you gotta cover fuel. First thing you gotta cover. You ain't going nowhere, you ain't got no fuel. Secondly, maintaining that truck. Regular oil changes, greasing the truck. Parts break all the time when you're hauling heavy loads. These trucks are designed to haul 80,000 pounds. So just imagine going up and down hills day after day, hauling such heavy loads. It's gonna put a toll on your truck. A lot of wear and tear. Here, I'm in the East Coast, mainly New York City. And anyone that knows New York City knows the roads are horrible. So you're hitting potholes, bumps, all types of crazy stuff that just beats your truck up and adds to that maintenance cost. So definitely the top con to owning your own truck. Secondly, the payments. A lot of people are not fortunate enough to can go out and just buy a truck, especially today, cash. So many of us owner operators, we rely on financing our trucks. And for those who don't know, it's a little different when you finance a commercial vehicle as opposed to financing a car. For instance, you finance a $50,000 car at an interest rate of maybe 8-9%, you end up with a monthly payment of somewhere between $700 to $900 a month. For a commercial loan, it's a little different. You finance a truck for the same price. The minimum interest rate these days is 10-11%. Now, for that same $50,000, about the same length in terms, you're paying $1,200, $1,300, maybe even $1,400 a month for that truck. So, that's a big con, is the payments on these trucks. And $50,000 for a car gets you a nice car. $50,000 for a truck gets you a decent truck that you can expect to have problems. So definitely a con is the value of these trucks at the time of purchase. The more you have, the better truck you get, like with anything in life. But then, the prices are steep for these equipment. Another con, dealing with these heavy machinery, is finding people that can work on them. Unfortunately, there are not many diesel technicians as we'd like. There are not many reliable people that you can just go to time after time that you could trust with your truck. And if you do have somewhere to go, it's usually the dealer. And, as many call them, the stealerships. They steal your money. They take your truck in for weeks at a time, charge you all this high diagnostic fees to figure out a problem that they already knew what it was. And they rob you. They rob you blind. They charge you crazy prices on the parts. They charge you crazy prices on the labor. Then if you don't get your truck at a certain time, they charge you on storage. Like, it's ridiculous. Unfortunately, it's not many mom and pop shops, especially around where I am, that work on these diesel trucks. They're large. You need somewhere big enough to get them in. At minimum, you need a bay with a 13.6 overhead door to get these trucks in. And the dealerships are usually people that can facilitate you, which limits how you can shop around to get better prices. So definitely that's a con to owning these trucks. I'm a strong believer in transparency and being honest. And if I'm being honest, it's a big risk going out to purchase a truck. It doesn't matter if the market is good, it doesn't matter if the market is bad. It's a big risk going out there to purchase a truck. And why I say that, I call these things rolling liabilities. When your office is always on the go, it's liable for something to go wrong more often than not. And when you're dealing with these type of equipment, it's expensive. It's very expensive when things go wrong. With that being said, I'm not trying to scare anyone off. Take it from me, I love what I do. I wake up every morning, 2:30 in the morning, happy, ready to go to work. Ready to get into my office here, ready to just tackle the day, because it's my truck. I'm comfortable in my truck, and it's no physical labor. I love driving. It's nothing like driving these big rigs. And furthermore, I know I'm building something for my family, legacy for my kid, something I can leave my daughter, to fall back on if she ever wants to. And I have no one over my shoulders hounding me, I'm literally free on the road to run. So when I sit here and you listen to these cons, I'll be honest, there's a lot more cons to owning your own truck than pros, in my opinion. But at the same time, I think the reward outweighs the risk in this situation. There are a handful of pros to owning your own truck, but those handful of pros are so significant that they can outweigh the cons that are more in quality, in my opinion. And if I was to sit here and suggest anything to all my transporters, it would be, look into getting your own equipment, look into running your way. it's America. It's designed for us to win. You just got to know how to utilize the system. You got to look into how to have your own things to run free. You know, no one wants to wake up in the morning, go to work, have a boss hounding them down. I know I didn't like that. So, if my suggestion to you guys, think about going to get your own equipment. You know, it's risky, but if you calculate it right, you could be very successful here. Very, very successful. All right, we're making some movement in the port right now. Appreciate talking to y'all today. I want y'all to go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. And I'm gonna start posting a lot more videos, especially on the piers, because that's the lane that I run. I'm a container hauler. And I'm just gonna give my advice to new drivers, new owner operators, company, leased on, you know, things that I know. I will never speak on anything I do not know, and everything that I speak on is solely just my opinion. I do not know it all, and no one knows it all. But if I could just help anyone, just one person, I feel like I'm doing something good, because a lot of these YouTube truckers, they help me get where I am, and I just want to return the favor. So y'all lock in. Stay safe on these roads, drivers.